Hello and welcome to this video and to trying to get some stuff sorted for Christmas basically. I think in a previous video, maybe the Prime one, I said that I would talk through what we would do for Eloise for Christmas and stuff like that, and I've had a Shein order come through which entails some of that anyway, so figured I'd show you what I got in there and then we can move on to the other bits and bobs, because I need to figure out what I've actually got her for Christmas so that we can see if we need to get any more bits and bobs. So should we go through the Shein order? So some of this is Christmas, some of this is not. Let's start with the not, I suppose. I picked up some cards. I'm not going to show you the fronts, but that should help me with birthdays and stuff in 2020, what we're going into, 6. I also picked up 3 of these, which are just see-through little cases to try and store some of her stuff. Like she's got like some Duplo and stuff, which would be good to actually have something to store it in. So we've got 3 of those, and then a pack of these, which for similar reasons for some other stuff. Obviously these are a bit flatter, so these will be better for like puzzles or a card game or whatever. So we've got those. Other things that are not actually Christmas presents, but I picked them up anyway. When I look at activities to do with children, pom-poms always come up, and I think these were like 50p, and it got me over the postage thing, so I got a packet of pom-poms. And eventually we're going to do some arts and crafts, so I picked up some paintbrushes and paint pots, because again they were a decent price. She's really into colouring at the moment, so I thought we'd get her a colouring book. And then I saw these like twisty crayons. They're supposed to be washable on Shein. I don't know how good they are, but they were rated quite well, and they got little pictures on them, because I'm finding the Crayola wax crayons are not the best for her. So we've got those, and then I'll get a colouring book, and that'll be one of her presents. And also I picked up, it's been completely battered in the post, it's got lots of coloured dinosaurs in it, and then some pots and tweezers. So the game is to match the colour, the dinosaurs in the pots and stuff, but also I thought she might like the little dinosaurs. She was very into the dinosaur toys when we went to Toddler's yesterday, so I'm glad I picked up the dinosaur one and not the farm animal one. I figured we'd done a lot of farm animals, let's move into Dino Land. So that's one of the things that we also picked up. I don't think these are going to look very good. I picked up some bows for Christmas, but the Santas on them are really bad, so I think I'm going to send these ones back. These are not like quality, but I thought it would have been cute to have like matching bows, but those are pretty awful. So those I think we're going to have to send back. The other thing that we're doing, and we did it last year, is the Dunelm Delivering Joy. The Dunelm Delivering Joy thing. I did do a video where I talked about it last year. It was the first year we did it last year, and we're doing it again this year obviously. So we picked up our tag a couple of weeks ago, and within this haul was some of the bits for that. This year we are doing a 6 to 12 month child, working with the charity Baby Basics Sheffield, and they were after toys. Now I thought I ordered a packet, but it's only come with 1 spinner, but these are quite good for certain things, and Eloise quite like those. Not from Shein, but in B&M for, I think it was about £2.99, £3.99. We picked up That's Not My Lion. Eloise loves books, so we figured we'd get this child a book, and these are pretty good for those. They did have other options, but this felt like the most gender neutral. The other thing that Eloise absolutely loves, and has done for a while, although she might be coming out of it now that she's like 20 months, but she has enjoyed them for a long time, is her stacking cubes. So these aren't hers obviously, so I picked up a small bundle of packing cubes for our Delivering Joy child. I wasn't sure whether it was all going to fit in our gift bag, but I think it should be fine. I just need to check my order to see whether I ordered just one spinner, because if that's the case, that's a bit disappointing and I didn't read it properly. So I'm just going to package that up now, and then I need to have a look at what we've actually got Eloise for Christmas to work out if we need to get anything else, what we're missing, that kind of stuff. Easy peasy, fit perfectly. So we'll probably take this to Dunelm this weekend for that one. So I need to, and I've just started a note, if you can see that, to try and work out what we've got for Eloise, what's going in her stocking and what's going under the tree, and then her birthday's relatively close to the beginning of the year, so if we've got any birthday presents and stuff, because we did order one of those the other day, and I'm going to put that one straight on there because we got tickets to go and see Bluey's big play at the Lyceum here in Sheffield. So that's going to be her like a big birthday present. What we're working with, definite stocking, is her teddy. This is actually Dad from Bluey, but we've been calling it Bluey. She saw this when we went to B&M actually to pick up this for our Dunelm thing, and basically flung it in the trolley, so we did pick it up, but it's now part of her stocking. If you saw the London video, you will have seen her in both meals. Well, you will have seen in one of the meals that she was playing with some stickers. It's a reusable one for the sea, and it came in a pack of 2, so I kept the second one to go in her stocking. We use these all the time when we go out for meals, and they're really good. Again, these were actually from Shein. They were pretty inexpensive, and we've found them very useful in that. So the stickers is definitely going in the stocking. We have picked her up some books. As I said, she really likes reading stories and stuff, so we've got Detective Dog, which is a Julia Donaldson book, which I thought she might enjoy. It might be a little bit big for her at the moment. There's reasonable amount of words on the page, but she'll sit and listen pretty well, so I think that's going to go under the tree along with The Very Hungry Caterpillar, because we didn't have that, and it links to another present that we've got, so she can have 2 books under the tree. And then I also picked up Kipper and Wonky Donkey, so they can go in her stocking. It's a link to The Hungry Caterpillar. I bought this a long time ago, in fact there's probably in a haul video. It annoys me that there's a giant sticker over the front of it, but this is essentially a Hungry Caterpillar threading game. So it comes with cards so that you know what you're supposed to thread, but also is a good practice for that. It comes in its own bag, so again that's helpful for storage and things like that, but I thought that was a good toy. So we've got the caterpillar game under the tree, and then I'm going to do the pencils, the colouring, all of that can go under the tree as well. Again, if you saw our Costco video, we always have the big Bluey toy set. So the dinosaurs, I think we'll stick that in her stocking. And we also bought a little Tangle Tease hairbrush for her because we needed something better, so I think that can go in her stocking. So stocking wise I think she's okay. Tree, she's pretty much there as well. I might just pick up like some clothes or something for her, but I think we're doing alright on that one. But obviously I have to run all of this past Pete as well. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment with Christmas and Eloise in particular. I've got a couple of things for Pete and then one thing for my mum, dad and my brother, but I need to work out that. As you may have guessed, I am very much a do it early kind of person. I start thinking about Christmas pretty much in like September. I come from a family of early people, so I sent off my mine, Eloise's and Pete's Christmas list to my mum at the beginning of October. I like to have it all done before December really. I mean, it doesn't always work that way and it probably won't this year, because I'm trying to spread out the cost a bit as well, as things with driving lessons and all of that are a little bit tighter and I don't have as much free money to use in a month, so it's taking a little bit more planning. I've got a load of stuff that I'm pretty sure I'm going to get people. I just now need to buy it, which is the bit that I'm holding off on at the moment. So yeah, that's where we're at. If you've got any, you know, gift suggestions for an almost 2-year-old, put them in the comments if you think there's anything that we definitely should get her. Obviously we have done a list that has sort of bigger items on, so we don't tend to do the big items at the moment, although her Bluey playset wasn't the cheapest of things. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. I'm actually at work, so I need to just get back there. I'm on my lunch break at the moment, so I need to go and sort that out. And yeah, I will come back to you at another point in the video. So one of the big things that made me peaked, but I have been helping, I've been doing, is what I've now named Project Tree, which basically, if I come outside for you, this, let me come around. So we've got along this side the big evergreen, conifer, whatever they're called, bush tree thingies. They got very tall for scale. This one hasn't been cut yet. That's our house. That hasn't been cut yet, but between Pete and our neighbour, they've done all of this. So we've just got this bit to do. It's been a mission that they've been doing it themselves, but that's why we have all of this. And over here, another pile here. So we keep going to the tip basically to get rid of it all, because we're too cheapskates to get a skip. So my dad comes with his chainsaw, chops it all up for us, and then we, with our green bin and our garden bags, take trips to the tip. So that's what we've got to do this morning. So here we are again at the tip. So yeah, Project Tree means that we're here most Saturdays now, to get rid of our green waste, which is great. But we have found that if we come basically first thing on a Saturday morning, it's no queue and we can just go in, do it, and then go about our day. So yeah. Did you have a nice little snooze, Eloise? But yeah, so we've got like 3 bags here to get rid of. So we've done it. We've dropped off our Delivering Joy doodah for our 6 to 12 month baby. One of the home improvement jobs that I wanted was, is that right, Eloise? Is to have somewhere for our coats to go and try and tidy up our hallway a bit, which felt like an easy task. We've bought a unit to hold the coats. Hopefully it will work. We thought, Sunday, good day to build that and get that ready for, and we'll do that while Eloise has a nap. However, someone had very different ideas and has decided not to have a nap today because they fell asleep for 10 minutes in the car. So yeah, she's decided not to nap, so we've got to try and build this thing with her, with us, which might be a bit tricky, and we'll see how we get on. But yeah, that bit now needs to go on top of here, Eloise. So we're going to have to stand up and do it. So yeah. Joyous times, joyous times.
You walk underneath.
Oh, shame. Oh, so.
I wouldn't say it's that strong, Eloise. I wouldn't do that.
Shoot. Shoot.
It's for coats, Eloise.
Shoot.
It's for coats. Current status. We have a thing, semi-built. Pete's just putting handles on some drawers. Yeah, Pete's doing the handles. Eloise is making a mess. Jeff is trying to avoid Eloise.
Eloise, have a drink.
She managed to work out those cups for anyone that's seen the Prime video.
She worked it out pretty good last week.
And yeah, it could have gone a lot worse trying to do this with a toddler. It's not been too bad. I realised I hadn't shown you our hallway beforehand, but this makes it look a lot tidier and a lot bigger. Although we are probably going to have to work out a way of attaching it to the wall. So if you've got an idea, let us know, because we can't just drill it in because we've got plug sockets and things down there. Excuse my child asking for grapes. But this box under here was along here, but it fits under the stairs. So that's just got stuff that we don't really use. The pram was always just sort of here, but we've managed to push it in a bit more. And then this is the stand. And then in these drawers we're going to do like hats, coats, scarves, gloves, that kind of paraphernalia, and our router is just underneath. But yeah, what do you think? Do you think it looks good? Do you think it looks alright?
I need to have a proper look at it. I think so. It just needs attaching to the wall or something.
Yeah, it feels a little bit wobbly, but we'll see how we get on. And all of our coats were on here, so now we actually have a staircase without being able to do that. So yeah, that's what we've done. Right, so there you have it. That is our week, essentially. Started it by thinking about Christmas and all of that. And said pretty much sorted with Eloise. I have bought some more since filming this. So that's all there. There's been a bit more progress with that. Project Tree is still a thing. We went both Saturday and Sunday this week to the tip. So our garden bags are empty and our green bin I think gets done this week, so when my dad comes in about 10 days there's some space to put some of it, and then we'll probably end up having to go to the tip again. It's going to take a little bit longer, and that other part of the tree is still up there and I don't know when that's coming down or how they're even going to get that down, but that's not for me to work out. We also the window behind me, there's like a little pathy bit, and that had some really big plants in it. My dad's done a lot of work for us in the garden this summer, which has been very, very helpful, but he chopped it all back for us, and Pete and his dad managed to get one of the roots out, and then we did the other one this weekend. So here's a picture of what we managed to actually get out the ground. It's big, it's a big old thing, and it's not that far from our house, so it was important to get it out. So yeah, and then obviously we had the chaotic Sunday DIY build. We have ordered something to be able to get it to the wall. As I said, it's a little bit awkward with the plug sockets and things like that right behind it, but we've ordered something to see if it will attach to the wall, so hopefully that will come today and we'll be able to work that one out. But yeah, that is the video. So I hope you've enjoyed this reasonably chaotic video. It's always the way with us at the moment. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. Videos coming up. I'm probably going to talk about books at some point. I'm on my own for the entire weekend with Eloise, so I might try and film that, but I am also on my own with a almost 2-year-old, so will I be able to? But possibly that, and we go on holiday soon, so there'll be videos from there as well. So yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, please click that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!